Hi, I'm Isaac Parlow.
And I'm Brendan Talheimer, and we're here to talk with you about the film Field of Dreams starring Ray Liotta, Kevin Costner, Amy Madigan, and James Earl Jones.
The film takes place in Dyersville, Iowa, where Ray Kinsella, played by Kevin Costner, is told by a mysterious voice, if you build it, he will come. It ends up being a baseball field. He ends up being, well, you'll see.
Hi. Ray Kinsella. So Jazz. See if you can hit my curve.
After Kinsella builds his field, players who have been exiled 60 years prior to this time start appearing on the field and playing the sport they love to try to redeem themselves. After this, Ray starts hearing the same mysterious voice which sends him on multiple trips around the country, first to Boston, Massachusetts.
So, Ray meets up with Terrence Mann, who is a writer, in Boston. Then they go to Minnesota to find a player named Archie Moonlight Graham. He only played one game in the major leagues, but never had an at-bat.
The main issue in the film is whether or not the Kinsellas can keep their field because it takes up valuable crop space. At the end of the film, however, they are able to keep it because they find out that people will come and pay money to watch the old ghost play baseball.
So at the end of the film, one more man appears onto the field, who is Ray's father, but the two were never close.
Hey, Dad? You want to have a catch? I'd like that.
The film came out in 1989, was nominated for 3 Academy Awards, and made $84 million in the box office. It was originally based off of the book Shoeless Joe, written by W.P. Kinsella.
Shoeless Joe Jackson was one of the exiled players that had made an appearance in the film. He was exiled because they thought he knew of the 1919 Chicago Black Sox scandal, but he didn't tell anyone.
The film got mostly positive reviews, mostly on the acting of the cast. 85% of audiences around the USA enjoyed it. One critic reviews, full of wit, whimsy, and honest sentiment, Field of Dreams slides home in the heart in fine style. On the internet critique site Rotten Tomatoes, the film received an 88% enjoyment rating.
However, some did not enjoy the film. Many of these critiques were that it was too unrealistic or boring. One critic said how it was very unrealistic how a person would go through so much, travel around the country when he is about to lose his home. On Rotten Tomatoes, 12% said they did not enjoy it. But overall, that's actually pretty good. But overall, many of the viewers enjoyed the film.
For myself and Isaac, we both enjoyed the film, but only had one negative critique. We understand that it is supposed to be a fictional movie, but it got a little bit too unrealistic at one point when time travel to the past occurred. Other than that, we both enjoyed the film for its plot and for its values and for its characteristics of family values and pure innocence.
So we enjoyed how the values of baseball were shown in the movies, and how the film demonstrates how people were getting too caught up with business and didn't pay attention to baseball or just spending time with family. So we enjoyed how the film just focused on family and just had free time. Also in Iowa, there's actually a tourist site where people can visit the actual field that was in the film. Jeff Pearson notes, people flock from all over the United States to visit the field, trying to make the same connection with the lost innocence of youth that the film so effectively portrays.
This reminds me of the theme of national identity. In the film, people realize that it is more than just money. It is who we are as people. At the turn of the century, people found more leisure time and could spend more time playing sports. It is the great game of baseball, our pastime, that brings us together, and patriotic activities. There's more to life than just baseball as well, though. This is similar to the song Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapman, where the basic idea of the song is that a businessman never has time for his son who always wants to hang out. And once the businessman retires and his son is all grown up and the father wants to hang out with his own son, he can't because his son is now a wealthy businessman who never has time for his father. Thank you for your time. With Isaac Barlow, I'm Brendan Talheimer. Hey Isaac, you want to go outside and have a catch?
Sure.
And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, don't